at Canyon Theater Guild, production called Maddie. In studio right now is Eddie Frierson, who stars as Maddie. And welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle, Eddie.
It is good to be here, Tori and Kyle.
Let's start from the beginning. Who is Maddie?
Well, it's Christy Mathewson, who is one of the all-time great ball players, baseball, in history. It's an evening with this guy. So it's sort of an interesting thing because if you know baseball, you know something of Christy Mathewson. If you follow just the lore of stuff, you think he's this golden god of the baseball age, but he really was an exceptional person. And through the course of years and years of research and then developing the show, I was able to uncover things that people just don't know about the man. And so whatever your perception would be of the show, it's not that. And so I can do no wrong. And I'm just thrilled to be able to do it again here in Santa Clarita because I live here. And it's for a wonderful cause, 2 different scholarships, the Pat and John Hayes Scholarship and the CTG Scholarship, which benefits high school students in Orange County, the Pat and John Hayes Scholarship. And then the CTG is for local kids for the Canyon Theater Guild's program for youth theater. So it's pay what you can. So you can pay $1 or you can pay $10,000. It doesn't matter. If you pay $1, you're going to save about 94 off of the New York price. And it's a wonderful time. But Christy Mathewson himself was the most popular person in the world from 1901 to about 1915.
You have done this show everywhere.
I have.
And the reviews are amazing. I'm reading the New York Post, a perfect pitch, Clive Barnes. New York Times, charming, amusing, great. One of the year's 10 best plays from NPR. I mean, what are we in for as far as, I mean, is it funny? Is it tear-jerking? What are we looking at? Or is it the whole thing?
I kind of joke. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It's better than Cats.
So,
but I've been so fortunate throughout this journey, not only with the fact that the top tier critics came when I was in New York, which blew my mind. Every time you're walking out in the audience, it's a different person that you recognize, and you're thinking they're here to see me. That's just crazy. But it really is about this guy, And so when people talk to me about, oh, you're so amazing, you're so whatever, it's not that hard to come off that way with this person. So very early in my research, it started off as, oh, this is going to be, I'm an actor from L.A., I'm going to do a one-man show. And this is before there was a glut of one-person plays. I started this so long ago, it's just hard to believe. But on my second day on the road, it stopped being about me because I started finding out such interesting things about this person. So that is it's a hard way and a vague way to pitch the show, but I guarantee that if you hate sports of all kinds, those are the people that have the most fun because they come in with the weirdest or most different expectations, and it's really so much more than a play about baseball. It really it's sort of the common human experience. We all share the same stories and experiences with different umpires in our lives, or tragedies, or great euphoria from things that happen, and it's just with a baseball backdrop. But everybody is able to relate to this special man, and it's just been sort of a life project for me to just. To get this out, and I'm just to the point now where anytime anyone asks me, I'm just thrilled to introduce people to this person.
How long have you been working on this?
Oh my gosh, my first research trip was in the summer of 1984.
84.
Yeah, it's been well over half my life, and the first version of it was performed for the Society for American Baseball Research for their national convention in Washington, D.C. in 1987. That led to the next night, me throwing batting practice at the Cracker Jack Classic Old Timers game at RFK Stadium. They put me in the wrong locker room. My locker was between Joe DiMaggio and Bob Feller, so I got to sit there and talk for over an hour with Joe DiMaggio because he was not going to wear their American League jersey. He had to wait for his Yankee pinstripes. And just that experience to show me that these baseball cards were regular people, regular guys, little boys growing up, changed everything about the way that I approached what I was doing, the day before with my first version of this.
I was going to say the journey from the first version to what you do this weekend at CTG, how much has it changed and evolved from that very first version?
It evolved. It took me about 9 years before I felt that it was good theater, that you didn't have to know, like, or care a thing about baseball. And when it all started to change when my director, Kerrigan Mahan, came on board, which was a total surprise. This guy I worked with a ton, and he came to an early version of it and said, "This guy spoke to me, but you need help." And so
I wish I knew this guy. You do a great impression of someone.
Maybe you'll meet him this weekend because he might drive down from Morro Bay. But it was he helped tremendously with honing the script and just making it accessible to everyone, because he's not a baseball guy. But he became one sort of through this process. And I got a small group of what I call, affectionately old church ladies. I made sure that these were women who didn't like sports of any kind. And when they were standing after it was over, I knew that I had something that was accessible to everybody.
It sounds like a wonderful, wonderful event happening this weekend. CTG, right down the street, right here in Old Town Newhall. You know the Canyon Theater Guild. You love the Canyon Theater Guild. Plus, it's a win-win.
It is.
Because it's a benefit.
It is. And it's pay what you can. So if you have a family of 8, you can come for $20 or $1.
Right.
Or if you have a big bank account, you can give $10,000 to a great cause. It's a total win for everybody. It's great for the whole family. It's incredible entertainment. That's my guarantee. If you don't like it, I'll take you out to dinner, next week sometime.
I'm sure we're going to love it. It happens this weekend. 2 performances?
2 performances, 8 o'clock on Saturday and 7 o'clock on Sunday, and I hear there might be some rain. Don't let that scare you away.
Why would it scare us? That's a perfect time to be inside at theater. That's perfect.
And its suggested donation is $15, but and that's the price of a movie. How can you lose?
You can't. Let me tell you, it is not the price of a movie. That's the price of a movie for one.
Right.
So, and that's a matinee. Okay.
There you go.
I was just at the movies, so I can tell you for certain. This is absolutely, you get more for your money at this performance, and I can't wait to hear the reviews.
And I would also like to say, if you're a young family and it's hard to find a babysitter and date night and all that stuff, go ahead and it's not going to bother me. If you have a restless kid and you want to take them out in the lobby, that is fine, but go ahead, come, have a great time.
And they may not be restless.
They might. They typically are not.
They might be fascinated.
Or they just become part of the show because it's an interaction. It really is an evening with this guy.
Oh, so. How fun. How fun. It's called Maddie, An Evening with Christy Mathewson. The star, Eddie Frierson, here with us now. Thank you so much for stopping by and letting us know about this wonderful evening at CTG this weekend. Benefits 2 different causes. You can't go wrong. Pay what you can. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Is what I'm thinking.
And you're going to be introduced to one of the great Americans of all time.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Eddie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, let's do it. Let's check traffic as we do on the 8s.